And I think, Drip, we're live. Hey, what's up? Did you know? Did you hear about this, Drip? Breaking news, Drip. We need breaking news music. Breaking news.
Oh my God.
Google caught with data they should not have. The world is over. No.
Such a surprise. Such a surprise, too.
And some of that data includes some Nintendo stuff. And we will talk about that. I'm going to fix this real fast. It's driving me insane. That's a little bit better. Drip, are you any at all surprised that Google has information that they should not have?
No.
I would agree with you. I would agree.
I mean, obviously, come on.
It's a wee bit ridiculous that we have to, well, not ridiculous that we talk about it. It is actually ridiculous that we have to talk about it because Google should not have this information that they say they don't have, or they say they don't do, or they say that normally we don't handle this way, but here we are catching them. Well, actually, they call themselves, which is interesting. We'll get to all of this later. We're going to get to all of it later, of course.
Yeah, this is the stuff. I've looked into it a little bit, but you're going to have to.
Yeah, of course.
You have to guide me through the.
Oh, I will be, like this music sounds like, I will be your sensei to guide you through. Like,
yeah, we're looking for something different.
This is very weird because it's probably cool, but it's kind of weird vibe. Maybe change it. But yeah, guys, how we doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the podcast, which again, I feel like I'm your sensei speaking like smooth tones to you, like, ugh, everybody.
What was that? What was that? I want that.
But yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please make sure to leave them in the live chat. And if you're not watching live, you can leave them in the comment section. Oh yeah, Zelda Funk.
Yeah. There we go.
You can also, if you're watching this not live, you can also go ahead and tweet at us and get in a Discord, all that good stuff. We're going to be starting up the episode here in a few minutes, but as we wait, we do the filtering. This is great stuff. Is this the Zelda Funk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good. Clearly, I have it just where you left off from wherever you stopped using it.
Nice.
It's like halfway through.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. It's only like 25 minutes long. You're probably going to want to restart that at some point. Our pre-shows normally go about 15
Dark
minutes.
World theme, though, man. I can't stop this.
No,
one.
no, you can't stop it. You know, you gotta.
This one's great.
Can't stop the beat. That won't stop.
So good.
How you doing, man? How you doing? What's up?
Oh, doing good. Just trying to catch up with stuff, man. Just feel like I can never get caught up.
Yeah. It's a good and bad thing. It's a good and bad thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's good, but it's not.
It's not a great feeling, I agree. But it is a good thing that you have so much work to do that you just keep rolling through.
Yeah.
That is a good thing.
I suppose so. That's
the way I look at it. Like, working for myself for the last couple of years, it's like, that is a good thing to have. Because there are times when there isn't a lot of work coming through, and it's like...
Yeah, that's worse. It's definitely worse.
Yeah, just sit on your hands, But...
I only got like 2 videos done.
Let me tell you something. I'm not going to be, especially this week, I got something to do every second of the day with your motherfucking 48-minute thesis on Nintendo Directs in no particular order.
Good one, though.
Which, by the way, it's killing me that it's in no particular order. It's like perfect, like chaos. Like it's perfect order to chaos. Just like we're going to go through every single Nintendo Direct there ever has been in the Switch era. In no particular order. It's like, okay, jump back from 2013 to 2019 to 2017 to 2024.
I feel like that keeps it interesting, though. Because you never know what's going to be next, It's
yeah.
Whatever.
Is this stream live to everybody? There's nobody here yet. Or there's a couple people here, but I'm afraid that it's just for members I did by accident. No, it's public. It says public right there. I guess nobody likes us anymore. I guess we should quit, Drip.
Nice, definitely.
I guess our clickbait has gotten too out of hand, and the people have spoken.
That's probably true. we do some really just terrible clickbait stuff, obviously.
Sure, looking good in your end. Everything's looking good to me. Looking gravy.
Yeah, did you send out all the stuff?
I did. Everything is sent out. We are good tasty.
Okay, we're good. You know, it is what it is.
Hey, it could be a slow night, you know? It is Wednesday, right? I had to ask Abby yesterday what day it was. I thought it was Sunday yesterday.
God. No, it is Wednesday, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Because she's home right now, and it's really throwing me off from like my routine because
you
she's
guys
here all
don't
the
even
time.
have. Yeah. I can totally understand that.
Yeah. We she got a letter in the mail from her student loans department today. I need to call them. I'm going to call them and I'm going to go ape shit on them. But besides that, they sent her this letter that was conflicting in what they were saying. They were saying that they accidentally charged her less than they should have. So that's what they said. And then they said, so we're giving you money back. And I'm like, reading this, like, it's infuriating.
They charge less, but then they're going to give
it's
you...
It's infuriating. Like, clearly they made a mistake somewhere. Hopefully it's not the giving us money back part, because they've already given it to us. It was a check. We cashed it already.
Oh, God.
But, like, it's like you had to... It wasn't that much. It's not like it wasn't a lot of money. It was just a small... It's like $20.
That's such a weird thing.
But yeah,
it
said that we have there was a slight error on our end, and we're refunding you X amount of dollars because we undercharged you. Or that's not the words they used. It was
they basically said we didn't charge
your
you enough, so here's some money back.
Your minimum payment wasn't high enough, or whatever the exact words were. But they did not charge her enough, is what they basically said. So here's a refund, and it's like, can you guys just get your shit together? Like,
that's a very weird sequence of things to happen.
I know, it's very confusing. I'm just like, but we have to call them anyway because they've been doing some shady ass motherfucking shit. And I've been watching, Drip. I've been watching. And I'm seeing the shady shit they're doing. They're doing stuff in the background they should not be doing to her loan account. And I'm like, I want to kill you.
Maybe it's a Google employee.
Maybe it is a Google employee. Oh, man.
Or a Nintendo leaker, maybe. Possibly.
Ooh. Nice bring it back around. Nice to bring it back around.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you know.
Hey, by the way, did not talk about these off stream. We should talk about it right now for a sec. We should get the members pod for this month out of the way. Either do it now or wait till the end of the month. I'd leave it up to you. If we could, when I say now, I mean we could do it this week, like tomorrow. Or we can push it to the end of the month. But I feel like I think we can agree that it's probably going to be in the middle of the month somewhere. Middle to late of the month. The direct stuff. So we should be I don't want to have to worry about getting a members pod in, you know, when we got a lot going on with that stuff. So either not right now, yeah. So what do you think?
I don't know.
Well, this video is the last of the Drip and Jeep live on YouTube. Why coffee with games?
Because we're talking about Google leaking Nintendo stuff. They're going to shut us down.
That's right. Yeah. Man, the amount of shit I've talked on Amazon while streaming on Twitch, like nobody's going to come after us. Although, Drip, I will say this: we're going to do an official thank you later, but we want to thank the YouTube audience for getting us to 800 followers on YouTube. We are currently at 805. It's been steadily trickling in the past couple days, which is great to see. Really appreciate you guys for that. We'll give you an official shout out on the recording part of the show. And hey, if you haven't liked the live stream, please give that live stream a like. We appreciate that. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. They don't feed me. They feed me nothing. Actually, technically, they do kind of feed me some days. That one girl, what's up? Good to see you. Good to have you. Yo, what's up, Capiche? You know.
Capiche.
Kind of sad about that Frosty Tools tool making you pay if you want it more than just once every half hour. It's really obnoxious.
I mean, it's cool until it's not. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that the thing that that does the shout outs like it's from Philadelphia or whatever?
That's right. I just got beer in my glasses.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty damn funny, I'm not gonna lie.
It is very funny, and it's a very awesome tool. It is not worth $9 a month, and I will not pay that. So I apologize to those people who make that tool, but it's too frosty for me, you know? It's too frosty. That's why I do the video shout-outs. I love the video shout-outs. I love seeing my old clips. from from my standpoint, the viewer standpoint. I can't stand that shit from a like content standpoint, like me on the other end of the computer, like streaming. That would drive me insane if every time I put a shout out there, it's a video. Now, I'm not opposed to setting it up and doing it as an alternate one, which I will do at some point when I figure out, when I decide to figure it out. But for now, I don't know, man. That seems annoying as fuck. I have to listen to a video every single time. That just seems annoying. I don't know how you put up with it, to be honest. I know. Again, I like watching my own clips, but some people's clips, that one girl, even some of mine. I'm not being like an asshole. Even some of my own clips, they're just like Twitch clips they're not all great. Like some people don't know how to clip a Twitch clip correctly, and they start at the wrong time, and the joke's at the end of the 30-second long clip, or they just miss the whole part that they were trying to clip in the first place because they're bad at it. Like there's a lot of bad clips, and some people, let's just be honest, some people they don't have very good streams. I'm not naming any names. I'm just saying sometimes people, and I'm not saying whose chat it is, not yours, that one girl. Of course, everyone in here is great. But I'm not saying who. I'm just saying sometimes you give a shout out to somebody and their clip is not just unentertaining, it's kind of annoying. It's like, great.
But I'm right here. I am right here.
I'm not you, Coffee Games either. Although, let's be honest, Coffee, you shouted so many people. I could be talking to some people. And to be clear, I'm not talking about anyone specifically. I can't recall any one person on any one stream.
Yeah, sounds like it.
No, I can't.
You definitely don't have anybody in mind. Are you talking about me?
I do not.
It's me? It's me?
Honest to God, I do not. But there's some of my own clips I've seen too where I'm like, this is a bad clip. I've gone and deleted some old Twitch clips that suck, or even new ones for that matter. But some old Twitch clips that suck because some people clip them and they're bad. Like some people don't go through their own Twitch clips. They don't go through their own clips and do that. And they need to because those clips are bad. Some of them are.
I haven't even seen what my clips really are.
Hey, Mega is on his way to play a ping pong tournament. Good luck with that, good sir. I haven't played in a couple months. That's rough. I'm sure you're gonna have a little bit of a learning curve to get, relearning curve there to get back to the
tournament next week. Going to play now.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so you're going to get back in shape as far as ping pong shape is concerned. Yeah, I get it. Mrs. Jeeb and I are trying to get unfat before the beach trip we have next month. At the end of next month, we basically have 2 months essentially to get unfat. So we've been doing the daily walks since she's been back off of work. So I'm trying to get back in some sort of shape. Even it's not like I don't care if I'm that fat. All I really care about is can I walk without getting tired? Or can I exert myself physically and be okay. Not pull a hammy or nothing like that, So I'm not being old man. So I'm stretching every day and trying to get everything back in order. I'm tired of being, I'll just call it out of shape for lack of a better term, I'm always going to be round. Let's be honest.
I haven't walked outside today at all. It rained all day. So I got packages. I did get a bunch of weird stuff in the mail. Now
I'm not going to go with on the show because I don't want to be long-winded, but I'll do it on the pre-show. You know how I am I'm being a very old man about the rain. I've been texting you about the rain.
Oh God, yes, you are on one about this rain thing, dude. Get over it,
dude. Last night, part of the reason why I had to fix my camera stuff. Last night, we're sitting here way too late in the morning watching a really interesting Netflix show starring Bennington Cumberbatch. You all should watch it. I forget what it's called. Oh, it's called what's the puppet's name? Not Ed. It's one. Eric. It's called Eric. It's a really good thing. Stars Bennington Cumberbatch. But besides that, we're sitting here late at night watching that way too early into the morning, and we hear the thunderstorm start, and I'm like, oh my fucking God, I wish this fucking thunderstorm shit would go away every fucking day, man. But I'm like, this sounds different, and all of a sudden, I can hear it, and right in front of me, you guys can't see, but right in front of me is a window, and it is a very poor condition window. It needs to be replaced. It started to leak a lot through the window. Now, luckily, I've already preemptively dealt with this. My desk is far away from the wall, so it doesn't actually get on my desk. Because I've been through that before. That sucks. But Abby rushed to get some towels. I rushed to pull everything out of here, so nothing got wet. Yeah, we had like a little mini river come through our house last night, right through this area where I sit. So that's
nice.
That's really nice. So my dismay for the thunderstorms drip is validated.
Okay, I guess so.
Yeah,
I guess
the thunderstorms were insane last night, and I bet you that one girl will back me up. She says the rain has been insane. I agree.
God, that means so usually your weather is my weather, like 24 hours later usually.
You're probably gonna get some badass storms.
Does that mean that's happening to me tonight?
If that's the case, then yes.
Let's check.
It like downpoured, man. It was an absolute downpour. Like it sounded like we were outside.
Oh
here,
shit!
In the basement. Thunderstorms?
Yeah, 10 o'clock.
It was more like midnight, but yeah, I mean, who knows?
3 Oh yeah, all night. It's about to get bad. Oh, all the way into tomorrow, but then 11 a.m. rolls around, and we're back, baby.
There you go.
Oh, a nice weekend.
And I will say this: today was beautiful. Today was absolutely gorgeous outside. We went for our walk, and it was gorgeous. Very much enjoyed it. So I mean,
yeah,
thunderstorms come, but then the good weather follows it. So, we'll take what we can get.
For sure. I'm not looking forward to the night. I don't have any plans, but still, I feel like I don't know. I wonder if my roof is okay up there. I know it was leaking, and I had a guy fix it, but I feel like I'm just due for something to happen to my roof.
Oh man, my parents' roof is it's time, and they found out the hard way. Their front door area, foyer area, it's like a separated part. It's not like in their house. It's like a foyer outside of it. But they told me that you could basically stick your finger through the bottom near where the door is. It's just all rotted. Just put your finger straight through.
That is no good.
And and it's the roof's fault. So they got to fix that, and they got to fix obviously the whole entire roof. So
yeah, the rotted wood and stuff.
Yeah.
That sucks. That's a lot of crap to deal with.
Hey guys, speaking of fixing stuff, fix that like button being uncompressed. Make sure to compress that like button really hard. Like press it as hard as you ever have in your life. Just go without hurting yourself.
Crack your screen, folks.
Crack your screen to like that button. To hit that like button. People were asking about the yoga streams. No. Although if you remember, if you guys were around, I did do a few of the Ring Fit streams a couple years ago.
That was, somebody said that. Who said that?
Yeah.
Somebody asked about Ring Fit streams. Who was that?
That one girl. I'm not against it, that one girl. I should really be doing more than just like an hour walk a day.
Bring it back, dude. I was doing it with you. When you were streaming it, I was doing it here, just not streaming.
Yeah. I can't talk.
I do too. I honestly do too.
You know what? What day of the week should I do it? Should it be like Monday? Like Monday mornings? Just get out of the way first. Like I don't want to do it every
Marcellus, day. Smash that like. Appreciate it.
Hey, thank you, Marcellus.
Do it.
Marcellus has arrived. He's in the building.
I don't know. Do it on.
Like Monday might get me going. Beginning of the week. Just get out of the way.
Mondays are so busy though.
Yeah, but I'm talking about your personal schedule, Drip. Oh man, I feel like Mondays would be a good start for me because I know Mr. G Mondays are that evening, so I kind of could dedicate streaming to Mondays morning and night.
Yeah, I guess that way if you miss something, it wouldn't matter because you've done it twice at that point on Monday.
Right.
I don't know.
What is his music now? What is happening?
Relaxing medieval music.
What's everyone having for dinner? That one girl asks. What are you guys having for dinner? Oh, I know what you had for dinner, Drip. I know what you had. You showed it to me.
Yeah, it wasn't really dinner. That was just like a...
I know, but I want you to show the people who you were cheating on. You were cheating on Annie. How could you cheat on Annie?
I had the craft back because it was here, and I just wanted something fast. It was right there.
Unbelievable.
I know. I feel bad. And I did tell you, though, as I was eating it, I was like, this has nothing on Annie's mac and cheese.
I really need to get some. I've tried it before, but I can't recall, so I need to get it again. Mega says chicken curry, which is delicious. Probably gonna be having pizza. I think we're getting a pizza brought home, so that'd be nice. Total dad meal. Yeah, just like stealing kids'
food. It was there. I was doing stuff, man. Like, whatever. But Annie's mac and cheese is way better. This stuff, that's garbage.
Here's what I'm having for dinner.
Nice.
Beer of the week, Cayman Jack again. What do you have in drip?
I don't have a beer of the week this week. I
No?
haven't left my house. Nothing's here. Don't have anything. I got water, and I got an empty thing of mac and cheese.
This is actually one that I started a few days ago. Probably forgot to drink it, so it was just open. So I just put it back in the fridge. I'm like, I don't want to waste it. These things are not, they're like the carbonation in these, they're not like the required.
No, you can totally drink that later. Yeah.
Yeah, it's flat, but I mean, it kind of tastes flat anyway. So not a big deal.
Yeah, I could have made a drink. The only thing that's up there at this point is like vodka, but I was like, yeah. I have cranberry juice though. I could have made something.
Ooh, cran vodka, very nice.
Yeah, I just didn't. I almost did it when I was making the mac and cheese, but I was like, you know what? I'm good.
I also went to a wedding. I'm going to get this stuff out of the way. I don't think we're going to get to it in the episode. We got a lot to talk about. But I went to a wedding on Saturday. That was fun. It was a lot of fun. Because Jeeve and I took a little cute photo. Being cute, you know.
Yeah. I saw the photo.
Yeah. I'm old now, man.
I think you sent it to me. Did you guys?
I did. Dude, I'm looking at photos of myself where I'm getting to that point now where I'm like, oh my God, I don't look like I'm 21 anymore. Like, I don't.
Yeah, really?
This guy's not the same guy, look-wise.
Yeah, I've been looking at photos of myself like that for years now. Like, wow.
Yeah. I think
you're no spring chicken, are you?
I think it started when I turned 26 or 20. I think it was 27 when I started. When I turned 27, I was like, I think I look different. And every year since 27, I look different than the year prior. I feel like that's how I feel. I don't know if that's any similar experience to anybody else out there, but 27 was the number where I was like, I look different than last year. Like 20 to 25, I feel like I was pretty much the same guy, besides the going through the bulb thing during that time. But besides that, but yeah, now every year I get older, I'm like,
shut up about being old.
Mega doesn't understand relativity. we had this argument, this last discussion one night.
Still, I mean, you are.
I'm like, dude, like you're not old either. I'm not old. You're not old. Someone who's 20 years older than you is not old. It's all relative. To the children watching us, Mega Boy, I am old. Deal with it. Okay, he understands. Good. We understand. Actually, Mega Boy, I have a question. Do you think that you're old? Just wondering. That was for you.
Kids are old. Heck, no, I didn't think so.
Full Mouse having pizza. I also want to read this too, Drip. Spartan. And I saw a comment about how much that new Star Wars sucked. I don't see it anymore, but I agree it's awful that I'm not watching any of it. It's total trash. What new Star Wars?
Acolyte came out last night. I watched.
Did you watch it? How do you feel?
Some of it, but I fell asleep too. So like,
I gotta be honest. It's the first Star Wars show where I'm like, I was excited to see it because I want to give it a chance, like I have every other Star Wars show. I don't understand why they're making this show. I don't understand what I think they should be doing. They're going quantity over quality, in my opinion. I really feel that way. They're going, and it's not that it's not quality. Like it's better TV than a lot of TV out there. I still feel like, but it's quantity. They're going for as many shows as they possibly can get out.
I'm going to tell you what, the budget they gave this show is unbelievably big.
I'm sure, and it shows. I can see they're spending money on it. That's not the problem.
Like, way more than like the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. Like way more.
I believe you, and I believe it. But my problem is that they're going for too many shows. Why are we not getting a season of Mando? Why are we doing an Acolyte? Why like I love Andor.
Well, I mean, I don't think they're going. I don't think they're doing too.
Why do we do Boba Fett? Why do we do the Obi-Wan? I like them, but like now that you've done all of them now, it's too many. It's just too many shows, man. I know you could disagree. It's fine. It's a active thing. I'm not like totally on one side of the argument. I'm just saying like I believe that it's too much, and I could be convinced otherwise. But so far, watching the first episode of Acolyte, I feel like I'm validated in thinking that like it's not a great product.
Well, I mean, this Acolyte stuff, this is from the other stuff they've been building through books and other things for years now. This is the first time they're actually bringing it somewhere besides the books, which, I mean, I don't know. It is. I thought what I saw of it was okay. I didn't think it was the greatest thing ever, but I'm gonna watch both episodes again tonight and actually like watch them instead of falling asleep.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think it's too much. Star Wars, I don't think has too many shows. I mean, Marvel was going way wild there for a while. They had way too much stuff, way too much. But they backed that off, and I think,
yeah.
I think I think they were starting to do that with Star Wars, and now they're also starting to back off a little bit of that. And we haven't had a new Star Wars show in a while.
Yeah, but like instead of having a new Star Wars show, let's just keep going with the stories you've already built.
Well, they are. They're still going with those stories.
Where's Mando? Every
There's
2.5.
plans for
They're
it.
putting out Mando every 2.5 years.
Okay. Well, there was also a pandemic.
Well, that's not actually math. 2020 2019, kind of.
Yeah.
Basically every 2 years, which is that's way too sparse.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It
Who
is what it is.
Who knows?
The other stuff ties into it, and all those things are going to tie into a big movie eventually anyway. That's the whole point. This is all leading to a giant story
multiverse,
with
a Mando multiverse.
Well, it's all the stuff with Thrawn and all that stuff that happened in Ahsoka. I mean, that Mando will be involved in that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, it is. It's already confirmed. That's what's happening. All these shows that they're doing in that time period with, Ahsoka, Boba Fett, Mando, like that's all going to come together in a movie. And Thrawn's going to be the big bad.
They killed the Skywalkers. Now they're killing the Force. That's a little dramatic. I don't know if I agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, whatever this is it's supposed to be set like, I don't know how many 100 years before episode 1, but
I promise we're going to talk about Nintendo stuff tonight. I promise. But one more thing.
we are.
I know Drip, you fell asleep. Anybody else out there about the Acolyte? Does anybody else feel like on this particular show, especially, that Disney went way too hard with that film grain? Like, I know it's a thing people talk about online, especially Reddit. You could see all the forums about the film grain being too much on all Disney shows right now. But the Acolyte, for some reason, was for me way too much film grain.
I'll check it out, but I didn't notice it.
And apparently, I'm sure it depends on everybody's TVs and everything like that. I mean, I think I have a pretty okay TV, but I'm like, it was too much, man. I mean, we watched the Netflix show right after it, and it looked great. And I have the 1080p Netflix. I don't have 4K Netflix right now, and I thought that 1080p Netflix looked 10 times better than the Acolyte did, and that's supposed to be 4K. And the film grain was just out of control.
I don't know. I'll check it out. I'll watch it again tonight. Like I said, I'm going to watch it once I'm done with this. I think I'm going to clean a little bit after this and probably watch that.
Yeah.
Try to get in bed at a decent time so I can get up and actually get these YouTube videos done.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to start a podcast?
Sure.
What do you want to call it?
Sure.
You want to call it like, we want to talk about Xbox stuff? We can call it like X Minute.
Yes, I love that. Let's do that.
Welcome to X Minute, everybody. This is your host, Uncle Jima. With me is Drip Media. We record this podcast never a day a week. You can listen to this podcast, nobody,
the
and
shortest
nowhere.
podcast ever. It's a minute.
On the X Minute this week, we talking about nothing because it don't exist. How you doing?
Halo 7. For ADHD. Halo 7. Let's go.
Excuse me.
All right. Let's do it.
Do it.
Oh, yeah, music. My bad.
Yeah, it's up kind of up to you, You gotta turn that music off. There you go, Drip. Guys, we're starting the show. Make sure to get that likes in. Can we get to 10 likes before I say any more words?
Are you waiting?
I was waiting. I was preparing for the show as well. Okay, let's go. It's like a threat. I like to threat the audience into liking it. It's very healthy, I promise.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, just threats. It's perfectly healthy. Keep doing that.
I won't start this show until you like the show. Okay. This podcast was brought to you by Uncle Jeep Productions. Hey guys, and welcome everyone to the X Minute Podcast. Just kidding. This is okay. Okay. Sorry, I need to redo that.
Oh, dude.
Okay. I'm gonna make that joke though. I'm not gonna mess it up this time.
And if I seem a bit agitated, yes.
This podcast was brought to you by Uncle Jeep Productions. Welcome everyone. Oh, fuck me. See, I've done it. Wow. I've done it, Drip. I've done it. I've done it, Drip. I've done it.
Here we go. We can't even start the damn show.
No.
No.
Oh, man.
I've done it, Drip. I'm in the boot loop. I'm in the boot loop. Can't stop messing up. Take 3.
God. Hang on. Okay, go ahead.
This podcast was brought to you by Uncle Jeep Productions. Hey guys, and welcome everyone. Shh, don't say anything. Say nothing. Say nothing.
And if I seem a bit agitated, yes.
This podcast was brought to you by Uncle Jeep Productions. Welcome why can't I speak? Why can't I speak? Oh! Hold on. I'm getting hot. Hold on. I'm sweating.
Just let me know when you're ready. Just let me know. It's fine.
I'm dying. Okay. I'm going to do it. I swear. This podcast was brought to you by Uncle Jeep Productions. Welcome everyone to the Drippy Jeep podcast. I'm your host, Uncle Jeep, and with me is Host Media Gaming. We record this podcast live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can listen to this podcast anywhere you listen to podcasts. You can also become a member of this podcast to get extra podcast content every single month. Drip, this is not take 5. Just pretend Just pretend this wasn't the take 5 of the intro, and we're getting in right to the episode. Drip. We have lots of stuff to talk about, including a Nintendo Direct that is looming for the month of June, as well as Google. I've mentioned Google in the show before, how they're the masters of leaking stuff. Well, let me tell you something. They were leaking stuff they should not have been leaking, and we're going to talk about that. No. But before we do that, Drip, we have to quickly make the quickest Google search of my life. Because I did not get this ready, because we're doing the 5-star review. Can you play the...
And while you're looking that up, I do want to let everybody know.
Play the Wii music real fast. Press that button. We'll do that during the thing. Yeah.
There you go. While you're looking that up, I will let everybody know, we did give away a $50 eShop gift card to someone who left a 5-star review. And guess what? We're going to do it again. So if you leave a 5-star review, you will be entered to win another
officially
$50 eShop gift card.
You're already committing? Like it's a real thing right now?
It's going to happen, yeah. We'll talk about it next month. So leave your reviews. You can win the $50 eShop gift card.
After we gave it away last week, I did say to you guys to keep leaving your reviews, because we're going to make this an ongoing thing, not guaranteed every month, but we're going to do it again. So any review that is on the Apple feed, we will enter you automatically. So keep leaving your reviews if you haven't done so already, or if you've made 14 accounts and left review in all 14 accounts, just keep doing that. Every entry counts. This week's review is brought to you by PBS. No, it is brought to you by Jeff Droidvania. Informative and fun. The Drippy G podcast talks about the most important gaming topics in a really fun way. Drip even studied electromagnetism so he could understand a recent Switch 2 leak. No other podcast will go that far for the truth. That is, Jeffrey, I feel like you're throwing a little shade to the Communication Error podcast, because I do know you're a patron of theirs. I think you are, at least. And I do know that, we met you through them. So I feel like you're saying that we're better than them. And I tend to agree, Jeff, with I'm not putting words in your mouth. This is not me saying, I think that we are better than them. So, I'm just saying, we're not just better than them in a podcast way. We're better than them in our showing up to things that we're required to be at. We show up.
Are we going there?
We show up to everything. I have not missed a single requirement. I know those guys, at least one of them has missed multiple things. Also, we're better than a Mario Kart.
I didn't show up. Listen, I got to be honest though. I didn't show up when I was supposed to be on their podcast. You went. I didn't make it.
I guess I'm speaking for myself. I can't speak for this asshole.
Yeah, I kind of messed that up too, actually. So I'm kind of with them. I'm sorry, Jeep. You're just better than everybody. What can we?
Listen, I make commitments and I stick to them, and I am better than everybody else in the world of Mario Kart, and there's evidence of that, including a man named Johnnyba who stinks like bananas. I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying, we're better than everything. Yeah. Thank you, Jeff, for you leaving your review. Now, resuming today's regularly scheduled programming. Grip, what's up, man?
Nothing. Speaking of that, I'm excited about this upcoming direct. We're gonna have at least Johnny and Cheesy can come on too. But once this thing's
announced, if he'll show up.
Once this thing's announced, we are gonna do a joint.
Sorry, love you, Cheesy.
We're gonna do a joint predictions, but we're gonna do it a little bit different.
Okay.
I mentioned this to you in the pre-show.
The pre.
And I totally forgot that we do this anyway. Like every time there's a direct, we'll make a big list of stuff and we get to make our predictions if it's a yes or a no.
Yeah.
And then we'll go back and gather up all our points after. It's a game. It makes it fun.
Yeah.
But we'll get those guys in on it this time if they want to be.
Cool.
I mean, I know Johnny already said he's in, so we'll have a third at least.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Drip. I want to go backwards again real quick, not to keep beating the dead horse.
Backwards, fine.
I want to not beating the dead horse again, but I want to say there's one thing that the Communication Era podcast does better than us.
What is that?
Their community shows up to their guys' Twitch stream more than our community shows up to our Twitch streams, because we were playing Mario Kart and he had multiple very talented Mario Kart players on his team,
man.
And it was just me and Drip. I said it's me and Drip and Jeeb. It was just me and Drip racing.
We had Sims in there for a while,
but not when we were doing the team stuff. I'm just saying.
No.
Anybody who's in the chat right now, live or watching the show after the fact, if you don't mind going down to both Drip and ours Twitch links and clicking those and subscribing over there, or following over there on Twitch, because this Friday, this is the June 5th. On Friday, June 7th, we will be live again on my Twitch. I don't even think Drip's going to be there. I think you have duties or something. But either way, I'm going live this Friday, and I would love if you guys could come and support and show up and play some Mario Kart with me, because we're going to be playing against Johnny, because I imagine it's just going to be me and Johnny again this Friday. So I'd love to have some support and some people to help me beat and take down the Communication Era guys. At this point, it's a full-on rivalry between the Drip G podcast and the Communication Era podcast.
It is.
So we're gonna show up to my Twitch, Uncle Jeeb.
I mean, I do believe last Friday we were talking about somebody had to cut off a finger.
Yeah,
it went to that.
It
got to a crazy point. That's for sure.
I did already cut off my pinky. So I do apologize for that. You can totally see that it's fully cut off. It's fully gone. I can't. This hand is so fucked. I can't even move. I got fucked up hands, man.
That is not believable whatsoever. Not believable.
I'm totally
like that. Like, look at that.
I can't do it, man. Like I can't bend my fingers. You see, my hands are shaking. I can't do it. Anywho, Drip. Nintendo news. Breaking news. We're getting a June Direct. Drip.
We are. We knew that though.
We did.
We knew it.
Lots of room. Well, we'll get to that first, or we'll get to that in a second. But there's lots of rumors with this Direct right now.
Oh yeah, as there always is.
As there always is. Some of the rumors include a new Switch sports game, which I need you. You told me about this.
Okay, let's start. Let's start at the beginning here. All this stuff. I would say the only one of these, and I don't even want to go with the Switch sports thing first. The one that I would say that's probably gonna be there, that's been talked about, and we're not gonna go over all these because God, there's so many. That's the thing, man. There are so many leaks at this point. Like I know there always has been,
but not leaks. I believe it to my heart. These are not. Most of them are not leaks. It's
just people talking about.
Boy cried wolf
of
at this
internal
point.
Stuff about like code names and stuff that are interesting, but it's still all guesses. Even if you do have the code name, you know what I mean?
Yes. One
of the code names is for a Mario Party game, which I believe.
We're doing this already. Yeah. We're doing this already.
The Mario Party thing, honestly, I think is of all of these probably the one that I would say is. I'd be surprised at this point if there wasn't a Mario Party game. To tell you the truth.
Well, Drip, speaking of my Twitch account, I was live on Twitch last week. Or was it this Monday? I don't remember. I was live on Twitch recently.
That was Monday, yeah.
Live on Twitch recently, and you told me this in my chat, and oh boy.
Now, somebody else said it, and you were like, what? And I said, yeah, probably. And you got very upset.
I'm upset because here's why. We already have, two. That's three. We already have two Mario Parties on the Switch. We have the original one that came out, I don't know what year it was, but we have the original Mario Party that is the Joy-Con version.
Super Mario Party,
where you can only use the Joy-Cons, and it's really frustrating because you can't use the Pro Controller, and it's really annoying, especially on a Switch Lite.
I agree.
So you could kind of make an argument there that game's sort of half-baked. Then we have the next Mario Party, which is
online eventually.
Which we did eventually get weeks or months before the next one came out, which is kind of crazy.
Before the next one was announced.
They announced the next version of Mario Party for the Switch, and to be fair, plenty of improvements. I really enjoy that Mario Party. It's one of my favorite Mario Parties.
It is much better. Yes,
it's a great Mario Party. It includes a lot of old maps, which is great. But a big issue with that one, it has pro controller support, has online functionality from day one, all great things. But the biggest problem with that game is I feel like, and a lot of people agree, that there's not enough maps on it. There's just not enough.
There's only like 4.
There's just not. There's just not enough maps on it to really get you keep playing for
okay. But
years.
Either way, listen. Here's the thing. I know you don't want another one, but one, this is a game they always put out at the end of like a, this is what they do at the end of a console generation.
It's
they
a
always
third
put a
iteration
Mario
of the
Party
same game that all 3 versions are half baked.
I mean, they put the first one out, then 3
I
years later they put the next
speechless.
one out, and then 3 years later again they're going to put the next one out. It makes sense. They're doing it on a schedule.
3 years?
Yeah, it's in 3 years.
You think the next Mario Party is going to be next year?
That'd be this year. That'd be 3 years, right?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, no. Hold on. I'm going to look this up real fast. I'm like Johnny right now, speaking of communication error bias.
Well, I want to know, because I thought it was 3 years.
Release date. Mario Party release date. I have a whole list. Give me a second. It's out of order, just like Drip's direct video.
Yes,
it's coming out
love
soon.
That. It's perfect.
2021. Oh, you're right.
That's 3 years?
You're right. And then what?
So 2024 would be 3 years, right?
Well, there was a Mario Party, if you count this one from 2016, Mario Party Challenge World. Not gonna even click on it to worry about it, but that one came out in 2016. So the first Switch version must have come out in 2018, 19, 20, 21. Ooh.
2024, yeah.
Ooh.
So that's 3 years between. I'm telling you, there's going to be a Mario Party game at this direct. I can guarantee it.
Oh my God.
That's the only one of all this stuff I'd put money on. I'd put money on it. I'd put any amount of money on it.
Do you take a guess how many Mario Party there are? How many Mario Party games there are from IGN?
15.
Huh, nope.
How many?
23.
Wow.
23 Mario Parties. That is kind of crazy.
That's a lot of Mario Parties.
That's crazy.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of Mario. Holy crap. What?
Yeah, the other thing
in God's
the other
name?
thing is
So I you know what? My whole rant that I had, I guess, is kind of invalid now because, well, it's not that it's invalid. I still think that's too many Mario Parties. It's too many Mario Parties.
Yeah.
Let's all agree. It's too many Mario Parties.
but they sell.
It's
They
too many.
sell.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
Of course they're going to keep making
it's
them.
too
They
many.
sell.
Okay, but
Maybe.
Mario
Clearly
Kart.
it's not too
Mario
many. The people
Kart
have spoken.
sells. We all know Mario Kart sells, but guess how many they made of that? Only one in 11 years.
Yeah, I mean,
So I mean,
you
what?
don't really. I mean, they did add double the content to it, though.
Yeah, but even still, that would not be.
And it is the best-selling Switch game.
Yeah, but okay, but your point is that they sell. Yet here's Mario Kart, which sells, and yes, you can make the argument that the Mario Kart Deluxe is a second game. I'll give you that if you want to make that argument. That is still one Mario Kart every 6 or 7 years, 5 to 7 years.
And I mean, this Mario Kart. I mean, this is sold crazy, but I mean, Mario Parties don't sell like that. They just sell well. You just keep putting them out because people keep buying them. I mean, it's a different model, but it doesn't matter. We're getting another one. Either way, that's the one thing I guarantee will be at this direct.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard others. Some of the rumors out there talking about a new Switch Sports too, which that I think is like that's kind of weird. I think nobody. I mean, a lot of people bought that game. It sold well, but like nobody even talks about that game anymore.
It's a thing. It's a kind of game where it's super fun, but like for me, my dumbass isn't gonna get up off the couch and play it on my own. To feel like a nerd sitting here standing up bowling on my own. Like I'm not gonna be doing that.
I do enjoy bowling.
I love it. I think Switch Sports is one of my favorite games on Switch. Not gonna lie. Like just from a pure fun standpoint, one of my favorite ones. It's really fun. The problem is it requires other people to have fun with. At least the way I love to play games. All you guys know I'm a big multiplayer component guy. And if I'm gonna sit there and play on my own, that's kind of boring and dumb. I'd rather be in person with my significant other or friend or whoever playing this game. Even I'll take
at
online.
least playing with friends online.
But just with friends, and it's kind of not everybody has time to just like play a game like that where like you have to change your room to play. Like for me, I got to push my couch back. It's a whole process to play the game properly. It's fun, but you get my point here. So, do we need another one? Yeah, I think it'd be great to have another one.
They put out a few of the Wii ones, so I mean,
it's just kind of weird to
we're
put
gonna
that
get
out
more.
now. It's just on the Switch at this point in the Switch's life. It's just a bit bizarre, but I won't waste any more time talking about Switch Sports 2 if it even happens. You, Drip, have an interesting theory.
No, not yet. Not yet.
That's not for now.
Because the biggest thing I want to talk about,
Oh, yeah.
and you know what it is.
Mhm.
There are a ton of Zelda rumors.
There are.
And I'm trying not to get super excited about it because then there won't be anything. You know what I mean? You know what'll happen. There won't be any. There'll be no Zelda game whatsoever, and then I'll be disappointed. So I'm trying not to get super excited about it. But I mean, those 2 games, like whatever they're gonna do with those, this is it on the Switch. And I know we've said that before. We now have the information. We know, like, this is it. They're not going to be on the Switch if it's not right now.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, and those aren't the ones that I'm looking at anymore. The one I think, honestly, is probably the most probable now. I think we are going to get. I think it's more likely than getting those is that we're going to get a new 2D Zelda. I mean, I know I've kind of said
brand
that, but
new.
Like, yeah, brand new. I think this is going to be the game that Zelda's the character. It makes sense. I was against it for a while. I'm like, nah, I don't know, but I think this is probably going to end up being a 2D Zelda, and Zelda's the main character. I feel like if they're going to try something like that, that's the place they could try it at a 2D game where it's not, you know what I mean? Instead of doing a full 3D game or something like that, try it out. See what happens, then maybe move it to a 3D type of thing or something different. I mean, I don't know. I could be totally wrong about that. But I mean, I saw some other people talking about stuff like that. And the more and more I hear people's ideas on that and why they might do it that way, it's because, like, you look at, what's the last one that was on the 3DS?
Link Between Worlds.
Link Between Worlds. They changed.
One of my favorite
They
Zelda
changed
games.
they changed the system of the, like the I'm sorry, the items.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that
and
was
the
great.
fact that you didn't have to get the items in a dungeon to unlock another place to go. You could just go pick out which item you wanted and then go do the things in that area with that item. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you basically unlock every single item right off the bat. However, you have to be able to afford to with rupees. And you can't always afford to buy every weapon all at once. And even
but it opens it up a little bit more.
Even if you could, as soon as you die, you lose all your weapons. You got to go buy them again from Ravio. So, yeah.
Okay, so anyway, the point I'm making is they tried that out. More of an open thing. And then, Breath of the Wild, open. I mean, and they try these little things out with 2D. It's just these little, like, whatever, we'll try it out. And they do it with a lot of stuff. But I feel like maybe making Zelda the main character of a 2D game is more, I don't know. I think it's more possible than seeing that in something 3D if the Zelda thing is actually happening. But no, okay. So the last thing I want to talk about this before we talk about like when this is going to actually happen is obviously they said we're not going to get any information on the new system, right? Like, they're not going to tell us about the Switch 2 or the successor Switch at this direct. But we have talked about the fact that Metroid Prime 4 is probably going to be a cross-generation game, right?
Yeah, we have to see it this month.
And let's just say, we have to. So that would already be technically a Switch 2 game that we're seeing.
Let me just paint this picture for everybody. I am an angry parent waiting at 12:45 a.m. for their high school
Metroid
student
Prime to get home.
Their high school student Metroid Prime 4 to get the fuck home. And I'm like standing here with my arms crossed.
Oh, stop it. You're
tapping my foot, Drip. I'm tapping my foot like
PTSD,
as soon as this kid gets
I'm
home,
thinking about it. I've been there.
I swear to God, I'm going to rake this kid to the coals if he's not. So yeah, that's where we're at.
Oh man. I just remember oh no. Oh, no. Okay. So that's one game that could potentially be there. That's a Switch 2 game.
What's game?
Why can't
Metroid
there
Prime
be
4?
more?
Metroid Prime 4?
Why can't there be more?
Well,
especially where we're at. Just hear me out before you tell me I'm wrong.
I'm done.
Think about where we're at right now. June. So let's say June is halfway, right? We're halfway through the year. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
So, I mean, Nintendo's usually on about a 6-month cycle of games telling us about games. And even if the Switch 2 doesn't come out till, I don't know, March, whatever, like I'm saying, that release game, I don't think Metroid Prime 4 is the release game. As I said, I think that the Switch 2 is going to launch with a Mario game. And I don't see why they can't just start showing us what that Mario game is right now and just not saying it's a Switch 2 game. We can all just kind of like say, okay, clearly this is probably going to be a Switch 2 game, but they do a Breath of the Wild thing and they release it on both. They did the same exact thing with Breath of the Wild with the Wii U and the Switch. They never said anything about the Switch. They didn't talk about it, but they kept showing Breath of the Wild, then announced the Switch, then said it was coming to Switch.
So what game would you what game would you see along with Metroid Prime 4?
It's Mario. It's 3D Mario.
3D Mario.
I think we could possibly see a 3D Mario with this Direct.
You're wrong, but let me just tell you why you're wrong. You know you're being, a bit
I think it's
unrealistic.
very possible.
Listen. Come on. You know you're being unrealistic with that. Come on.
Is it unrealistic?
2 big games like that announced right this month, first that we won't even expect to see really until next year. Because let's not fool ourselves here. Even if we get Metroid Prime 4 this month, we're not playing it till 2025. I think it's a guarantee we're not playing it till 2025.
Well, let me ask you this.
The best case scenario, it's a November around my birthday game, just like a Pokemon is, where it's the end of the year, just in time for the holiday rush. That's best case. If we see if we're playing by Metroid Prime 4, watch them shock the whole fucking world and shadow drop it. I'll lose my mind.
They can't. You got to remember, they can't do that yet.
Yes, they can't. Yeah, they can.
No, they can't. They still have to put out 2 and 3.
And this would actually help your case, Strip. This would help your case. They can shadow drop it, and then they can say
Metroid Prime 4. That ain't happening.
And they can say later on, Metroid Prime 4 will be playable on the Nintendo Switch 2 with an upgrade, as well as our launch title, which is Mario whatever. Like, this would actually help your argument.
I don't think it helps. I think that's more unrealistic than us seeing a Mario game at this next Direct. Because I think they're going to do the Prime 2 and 3. Just
it's not happening.
Not like they did 1. It's going to be a double pack like they did Pikmin 1 and 2.
Next console.
And they're going to shadow drop it
next
just
console,
like this.
That'll happen. Next console, not now.
I think it might be this Direct.
Absolutely not. 0% chance. -%
What?
chance. You're
crazy.
You get gold stars taken off of your gold star chart with this opinion. Yes. That's ridiculous. You're telling me they gave us already Metroid Prime 1 2 years ago at this point. And now, all of a sudden out of blue, the last Nintendo Direct, they're going to pretend like it is the finale of the fireworks show for 4th of July and just give us Metroid Prime 2, Metroid Prime 3, Metroid Prime 4. You really think that's what they're going to do? And
I think that if we're going
a franchise
to get...
that they have historically, recent history, really gave shoved off to the side, and all of a sudden, they're just going to bring out the red card for Metroid. I'm not against it. I don't want you guys to think I'm against it.
Metroid Prime 1.
That's not rolling out the red carpet. That was a test. That was a test, and it succeeded. But you really think they're going to drop 3 Metroid games in one Direct?
Okay,
the
last
one for Nintendo
3.
Switch?
Stop. They're not dropping 3 games.
You said we could see those 2 games at the Direct.
Those 2 games shadow dropped, yes. 2 and 3.
But we're also
with the announcement of 4.
That's 3 games.
Maybe even like okay, that's not dropping. That's a totally different thing.
Releasing, announcing, and dropping.
It's probably not even a big thing. Probably just saying 2025.
So it's even more insane. So they're gonna shadow drop 2 more Metroid games and announce the best one of all to come at a later date with a trailer and a price and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
You're insane.
That's not crazy. I don't think there's going to be a price, and all they have to do is just say Metroid Prime 4 is coming in 2025, and to give us a tiny little clip of something. It doesn't even have to be huge, just a teaser.
That is, I think that would be the bare minimum. And if we know one thing about Nintendo, they love to do the bare minimum, so they will probably just do the bare minimum. But here's my expectation: I know we haven't seen anything from Metroid Prime 4 for a long, long time, and that is exactly why I need to see more than just a name and 2025. I need to see a trailer. We need to see a trailer. This I will even if they announce,
it'll be a teaser trailer.
It's like when they did with Pikmin 4. They just kind of gave us a name and a logo, and it's like that's wonderful.
And it was a weird little.
But this would be the third time they do that. This would be the third time in the game's life that they announced. They've only talked about the game 3 times in its life, including this potential one they're going to talk about this June.
This would be the third.
This would be the third time, and all 3 times. Well, the first time was a logo.
Here it is.
And
Here's
a name.
logo.
The second
time was
hey guys,
over.
we're doing this again. Sorry, love you.
We're starting over.
And then
Reset.
they wait 5 more years later. How many years later? 6 years.
It'll be a teaser trailer.
They wait 6 years, and they're just gonna put another logo with a date with a
I don't
year?
think it'll be a logo.
No.
I think it'll be more than a logo.
Okay,
But
good.
I think it'll be a small, just a little, no gameplay, just something. You know what I mean? Just a little scene.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
little Metroid ball, whatever. Samus as a ball rolls in, and whatever, just something. But I think the 2 and 3 dropped. I don't think they're going to be as well done. It sounds like from what people are saying that they're not going to be as well done as the first one was. It's just going to be an upscaling.
It's an upscale,
sort of.
It's kind of like
which is basically what they did with Pikmin 1 and 2.
Yeah,
and then they shadow dropped those.
Yeah.
So I don't see that crazy. I don't see that as a crazy thing. Especially if you want to get all 3 of them on the Switch before you release this big one you're really trying to push.
But do they? So I've heard that argument. I heard that argument last year, Drip, that they could shadow drop Metroid Prime 1 and 2 and 3. I heard that argument but that was 2023 argument. 2024 argument, I think it's too late because
I don't think we're too late yet.
They've already
after this direct. I think we're
let
too
me
late.
explain.
Let me ask you this.
No. Let me explain why I think it's too late, and it makes a lot of sense. It's the same reason why it would be dumb to put out Wind Waker. I'm sorry, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. It'd be stupid to put those out right now too. It's the same reason. The hype from last year, 2023, of Zelda was at an all-time high. It died incredibly fast. Now we know hindsight, it died way too fast. But it was at the all-time high. They should have announced that those 2 games in late last year, like August and September. That those games should have come out. And they didn't do it. So that's why now it is too late to put out. We've passed the hype. And for Metroid, it's the same idea. The hype is at an all-time high. They just shadow dropped an amazing remaster. Like a phenomenal remaster. It was so good. It's the best looking game on the Switch. Hands down, in my opinion. And they wait 2 years. At the Switch is literally a grandpa with his cane deteriorating and his bones breaking with every step. That's the Switch right now. And then, and Metroid, the hype is kind of dead now. It's kind of dead, and it'll be resurrected when Prime 4 is here. But
I mean, you've just answered the question I was about to ask you. How is hype built? How is it built?
If they do all those, if they announce Prime 4 with more than a teaser, we do not need a teaser. We need a trailer and a year. 2024, 2025. We need that.
It'll be 2025. It's
I agree.
Be with the Switch
I tend to agree. I tend to agree. But not
and
just that.
Like, but to hold you over, guess what we're dropping today? 2 and 3.
Metroid
on the Switch.
Metroid Other M.
Oh god.
Oh, what if that comes
remastered.
true? What if that comes true? No. And you got to break out your Wiimote. You got to waggle the Wiimote too.
The Other M wasn't that on the 3DS or was that on the Wii?
Both, I believe.
Oh, okay, I don't know. I never played it, but I don't think that's what they'll do. I honestly think that game is. Those 2 games are probably other ones that I would expect. And if you're right, if they don't come now, I mean, I don't know, maybe they aren't. But here's the question I want to ask you too. I mean, I've already made a video kind of discussing this a little bit because I think it is. But do you think this is the last direct of the Switch era? Is there going to be a September direct or no?
I'm not going to pretend like a lot of people out there that I didn't say last year that the Mario Wonder direct was the last one for the Switch. I'm not going to pretend that. So I've already
it seemed like that.
I've already thought that was going to be the last direct.
Well, now we have more information. We have actually things to
that's not the case. And
now.
Let's be honest as well, Drip. That probably was the last Play Nintendo Direct, but unfortunately for Nintendo, they had to push everything. So that means there has to be another Nintendo Switch Direct because they had to push things. Again, I keep saying I'm sorry, but let's be honest again. We've already this June Direct should be the second one. They skipped the February one. They straight up skipped it because they pushed everything and they're like, shit, we only have enough. If we have enough, it's only enough for one. So we can't really do a February one and then make you guys hang until January 2025 for another direct or whatever they're going to plan on doing. Anyway, what was the question? I'm not afraid.
Do you think there's going to be a September direct? Or is that more around the time we're going to get Switch 2 announcements and stuff, and then whatever we get from this one is just basically going to hold us over till then? That's kind of where I'm at.
I'm probably wrong, but I think there is no more. This is the last Nintendo Switch Direct, and the next thing we hear from Nintendo is going to be Switch 2 information.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to set the rest of this year up, and then by that time, and you know what? Another thing about this is too, they always say, and they said this, they always say like, oh, it's going to be just games for the rest of this year, and they always go over. They always go over.
Yeah.
So we're going to hear about stuff that's coming in 2025. That's why I feel like it's possible to see like a big launch title for the Switch 2 in this Direct, because there won't be another one. First off, there won't be another one. And I mean, this would give them plenty, and they don't have to say shit about it until like later on. You know what I mean? Like they can just show us and get us hyped and then be like, oh, that Mario's coming out when the Switch 2, like, they don't have to say it. We're going to assume it, obviously, especially if they're like 2025. We just assume, okay, Switch 2 game. Cool. That gets the hype train rolling. And then, I mean, at that point, then you're looking at, okay, Metroid Prime 4, new Mario. And when they just told us all this now, really setting shit up for the Switch 2 there. Especially if we get no September Direct.
The more I think about this, the more I think you're right about the Metroid 1 and 2, the Metroid 2 and 3. Because it would get you guys, it would get us all ready. Those of us who haven't played all of them, it would get for Prime 4. The Prime 4 announcement
and there's plenty of
and
time.
Trailer would give us the hype we need to really get back into Metroid, get interested.
Yeah,
in Metroid
and then
again.
it would give you a nice amount of time to play the two games. Nobody's got to rush. March 2025. We get, I mean, maybe not even that. Maybe it comes out a couple months after that. Maybe it's not like a launch title. Maybe it comes out a little bit later, but it's still on the Switch as well.
Now, I've heard that this Direct also, this potential Direct, I've heard that, well, not potential, it is happening. We just don't know when. And we'll get to that in a second. But we've heard a lot that this is going to be not just this is like the last hurrah for the Switch, and Nintendo's going to go all out. That's some rumors that I've heard.
I did hear that, but I mean,
that would kind of listen. 3 Metroid games in one Direct, 3 main lines would be a really big deal. So, and maybe one more big thing, like maybe one of these small Zelda rumors leaks come true.
Yeah,
or
a Zelda games, some Metroid stuff,
just
Mario,
something that surprises us in general. I mean, who knows what exactly? It could be something that maybe we don't all care about, but it's just a surprise. Like, oh, hey.
Well, that's the thing. Even if it's a big thing, it doesn't have to be a big thing.
Xenoblade Chronicles X
year.
comes to the Switch. Like that'd be a big thing. I would consider that a big thing.
I mean, not for me, but yeah.
Star Fox, whatever on the
Zero,
Wii U. And again, I think I'd be into that, but not necessarily something I'm losing sleep over waiting for. But that could be another big thing. I think this could be a really huge Direct potentially. But Drip, we should move on because we've already spent way too much time on this as it is. When the hell is this Direct coming out?
Well, Jeeb, you know I'm a leaker. And I actually did correctly predict the date of the last Nintendo Direct.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So do you want me to tell you when this Direct's going to be?
I keep forgetting we need a drum roll. I need to press a button, or you do, and it needs to be a drum roll because we
don't have a drum roll.
We do this
here.
too often. I'm just gonna. I have a tambourine. I have a tambourine. Should I just?
No. Well, okay. I want to explain a few things. There's a few things we need to know about. There was a lot of talk about it happening next Tuesday because of.
Next Tuesday would be the 11th.
Right. The 11th was kind of like things that was a date going around because it makes sense because that's kind of around like the E3 time when it was. Mm-hmm. And Nintendo would do their stuff on Tuesdays. That's kind of just always kind of lined up like that.
Yeah.
During the E3, that's just what happened. We haven't seen that happen in a while. It's been Wednesdays, Thursdays. Last year's was June 21st, and it was a Wednesday.
Yep.
I don't think they care about doing things. And I don't know why everybody was so hyped up on that 11th for as long as they were. But we have something else happening this month, which is a game release, which is what I based my whole theory off of with this last Direct, was that game release. They're not going to overshadow that game, and it comes out in the last week. So they're not going to have it that week.
That's correct. Well, let me just, for the sake of dates here, you're talking about June 27th. is when
Luigi's Mansion 2.
comes out, and
Yeah.
that would be a good time for a direct. However, it's not because the game's coming out, and they're not going to do it right before, right after, because I would overshadow.
They're not going to announce a bunch of games.
I think we can agree.
And step on the toes of that game.
We can agree that they're not going to do it that week for those reasons. Also, they're not going to do the week after that because the week after that is
not
July
anymore. Yeah,
so unless they're telling us a little white lie, and
we're basically done. Yeah, nothing today.
It kind of has to be
coming tomorrow, and they don't do it on Friday, right. So it's either next week or the week after.
It has to be between the week of the June 3rd, which is this week at the time of this recording, and the week of the 17th. It has to be. I'm going to say the
17th. The week of the 17th is still too close to the release date of the game. I think they wanted away from that game as much as possible.
I disagree.
And I think the date is the 12th. I think it's June 12th.
Next
40-minute direct.
Next Wednesday.
Yes.
And
40 minutes.
When does that announcement come? That Tuesday the 11th?
Yes, at 10 a.m.
Eastern time.
Eastern time. It's when they do it.
I disagree with your part where you said that it couldn't be the week of the 17th because it's too close to Luigi's Mansion. I think that they could easily make the announcement on Monday the 17th that tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern that there will be a Nintendo Direct, and then the 18th happens, and then we're good. They mentioned Luigi's Mansion coming out next week, like they always do when there's a direct close to a game, and I think that'd be perfectly fine. But with your date, it's literally, Drip, it is widowy the middle of the month.
Mm-hmm. Right in the middle.
Right in the middle of the month. I think it'd be perfect. But, well, I shouldn't say perfect. I think it'd be plausible. I actually kind of think, I'm not predicting, I'm just saying, I'd like to see it better. I'd like to see that 17th announcement and 18th actually happen. I think that'd be better.
I think it'd be better too. I just don't think that's what's going to happen.
And we're kind of flip-flopped.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would be better. I would like that more, mostly because of the video working on for me. I want that to have
it would
more
give me
time
more time.
To go
I love that.
Maybe
I'm just wishing it into existence.
But I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be next week. I think it's going to be next Wednesday. But yeah, it's right in the middle of the month. It's far enough away from the game where it's not going to step on the toes of that. Even if they do some huge stuff, it's still going to be fine. It's enough time to where, people are still going to be hyped about the game. And I don't know, especially if it's a big one, especially if it's one that, like people say it might be with all this crazy stuff, which it could not be, probably won't be, but it could be. Then you really got to kind of get it away from that game release. You know what I mean? You kind of got to get it back a little further so all that hype has a little bit of time to just go back to normal so you can worry about your game, hype that up. So I don't know. I say the 12th.
I say the 18th. May the better man win. The other man who loses got to cut off their other pinky.
40 minutes. What are you saying? How long is the direct going to be?
Oh, well.
40 minutes.
It's got to be 40 minutes, dude. It's the only direct of the year, probably.
It's got to be 40 minutes.
Got to be 40 minutes.
Got to be. At least.
Speaking of 40 minutes is how long this show has been going on. But before we move on to our final topic, we are going to be talking about today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is nobody. It is us. Me and Drip. We sponsor this episode, and we tell you guys to please become a member of this podcast. If you become a member, get extra podcast content every single month. And we appreciate you guys coming and get exclusive access to our monthly live streams just for members. You can be part of the show. As you guys know, we don't usually read too many comments during the show, so we feel like it interrupts a bit too much unless it's pre-playing, but we can't do that because it's live comments, so it's hard to pre-plan a live comment. However, for our members' live streams, all of your comments are taken into consideration, and we're pretty much talking to you actively. So it's pretty fun. Make sure to hang in there. It gets you extra exclusive access to those accounts, and maybe some future stuff as well that you may have access to as well. So just make sure to get in there. It supports us, most importantly. So we super appreciate you guys for doing that for us, to give us a little extra support for us putting out this show for you guys for free every month on any podcast platform or on YouTube. And again, you can continue to be free. Just make sure you like this podcast and subscribe and all that good stuff. And that is all you need to do. So we super appreciate it.
Yes.
There was one thing I want to talk about too quickly, but nope, I lost it again. There was something quickly.
Yay! Nailed it.
I got it, lost it. It's all good though. Maybe I'll remember later on. But for now, Drip, we're going to be moving on to our last topic. And that topic is actually kind of crazy. Actually, hold on. I think we got it. Wait, hold on. We got a good we have a good live comment. I'm going to bring up this live comment because it's actually really good, and we really appreciate it. From Albert. Thank you, Albert. Hello from North Dakota, I imagine that's what that is. ND. I love the podcast show. I usually listen to the audio version during my workday. You guys make me laugh. Thank you so much,
Awesome.
Albert. That's
Thank
what
you.
we do this for, to make you guys laugh and enjoy. Thank you, Albert. Moving on, Drip, to our last topic. Once again, Google did some bad stuff, Drip. Google did some bad stuff.
Oh, no.
Did they, or did they
Oh.
just do the thing they normally do all the time and just haven't got caught doing it until now?
Well, see, it's the thing. That's the thing I did not read up enough on. Is that I think this was an internal review that they released themselves? Was there any
They
press?
accidentally released it themselves.
Oh,
it
that
looks
is
like.
that. Okay, so I don't know anything
This
about
was
that.
not supposed to come out like this. No.
Okay.
I don't know the full details. Like I said, I'm letting you drive this
I have
section of the
I
show.
have different details. Yeah.
I do know this. I know that they didn't want this to come out that way. And they said, oh, we handled it. We got it.
we got it.
We
We're
fixed it.
good.
Don't worry. Stop looking over here. Look over there. Don't look at the man behind the curtain. Look at the big scary
Yeah,
head.
exactly.
I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I've looked into this a little more the Nintendo part than anything else, but and that's what we're going to focus on, I imagine, in this segment here. But all of it's pretty scary.
Well, I got some bullet points, and we're gonna read through all my bullet points and kind of discuss as we go along. So, this is wild. I have an article that I've a lot to read on my end, so I'll just kind of throw this article up. I'm not gonna scroll through it very much, but I'll throw it up for you guys who are watching the show for now. But we got this article here from PCGamer.com. If you guys want to go check them out, feel free. We don't link stuff because apparently you can get in trouble doing that sometimes. So we're not going to do that. But you guys can go to PC Gamer, check out this article. Thank you for supplying the information for us. But I can't. That's right. I can't read the article, and that's why I don't do that. Never mind. I'm not going to show you the article. There you go.
Nice.
Shout out PC Gamer. We're not looking at the article because I have to look at my Discord.
Cool.
Anywho, crazy stuff happened. So between the years of 2013 and 2018, Google released, based off some sort of internal review or something, and apparently not the way they wanted to release it, that there was a lot of data and information that came out from them to hit the press that should not have hit the press. And here is some examples of that stuff in the Nintendo respect. This is a quote from the article. A Google employee accessed private videos in Nintendo's YouTube account and leaked information ahead of the planned announcements. So basically what we're saying is Nintendo uploaded a video to YouTube and privatized it. Privatized means that nobody sees it except for the people who upload it.
Right.
If you unlist it, anybody can see it with a link. That's fair game. As long as you have the links, people can share it around. It's whatever. Private means nobody should see it, and that includes Google. They should Google's employees, right? Maybe the person who handles the servers or whatnot. If they happen to stumble upon it, oh well. But but nobody. Basically, just about 0%, less than 0% people should be seeing those videos. And Drip,
and it's not like,
and hold on, Drip. It turned out that in particular, the one thing that came that they've really kind of talked about that they're kind of releasing. And here's another quote: Yoshi for the Nintendo Switch, unquote, was leaked.
Yeah, I saw that
before the 2019 announcement, and that ended up being Crafted World. And here's a screen again. If you're watching, here you go. Here's a screenshot from this article. You can very clearly see right here. That's Yoshi Crafted World. That is and this is before Yoshi's Crafted World was announced. You can see here that this was leaked out before it ever happened in the direct, and that's because somebody got this video. Some Google employee saw the video and was like, "Yo, I'm gonna screenshot this and tell somebody," because following up with that quote, "My friend works at Google and he sent this photo to me. It's a video that has already on the Nintendo channel and it's going to be public after the reveal."
And that's the thing that's the thing.
My friend works at Google. We make that joke all the time, Drip.
Yeah.
My buddy's uncle's.
My uncle is a janitor at Nintendo. Yes, I know. But
it's real this time. It's real.
But it's actually been happening, which is wild. Like the fact that this is actually the way, like someone at Google, and that was another thing too I saw, that they said that all this stuff was shared accidentally. Like you're telling me you accidentally got into the back end of Nintendo's YouTube channel?
We're getting there. There's more stuff later that we're getting to. That's quote unquote accidental.
Okay, well, that's insane.
Excuse me.
And this is what I want to know. I want to know how many of these leakers out here have been relying on this stuff and been paying people at Google to go in and do like that. I know there's been money changing hands. I saw that somewhere too, where some of these people have been trying to get this information and they're paying for it. I mean, for what? For what?
Internet clout, dude. People are
Like,
are addicted to it. They
It's
are
insane.
addicted to it. Being an insider, it makes people feel important. You know, some people ask their friend to leak information. Other people bully people. Other people are assholes in the world.
Other people just have
and
the
cut
uncle
you
that
off on the
works at
road. Other
Nintendo.
people have a Nintendo podcast where they just talk about things. People just want attention, Drip. So to get their attention, to get catch my joke,
I got it. Yeah.
do people just want attention? They want to be felt important, so they do certain things. And this is just one way people feel important. It's like being a jerk.
You're
and
just
like,
going way out of your way to do that. And that's the thing too. It's not like they could get, because the actual directs are live presentations. So they go live and then they're playing that video from their own somewhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the thing is, they've got all these other videos that are already sitting there waiting to go up, the trailers for the games. But I don't know if you've noticed, those have started to come out a little bit later.
The trailers for the game?
After they're announced at the direct. They do the Twitter. Yeah, they do the Twitter stuff still. They'll announce it on Twitter and show that, but they're not going up on YouTube instantly anymore. Like
I have not put much thought into it, and but now thinking about it retrospectively, that makes all the sense in the world what they're doing. They're preventing this from happening again. Nintendo probably figured this out already. They were just trying to eliminate a possibility. One of the pain points of like how this stuff's getting leaked. They're like, well, okay, we'll just make sure these trailers where we don't know where where Google is storing these videos and who's seeing these stored videos. We're just gonna, we're gonna get rid of that possibility.
I mean, yeah, they probably got somebody sitting there as the direct's going on, or maybe a couple minutes before, like, okay, let's start uploading these so we can get them as close as possible. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you can't even and oh my god. Like, it's just, that's insane. That's insane. There's somebody that works at Google, and that's the thing I'm wondering too. Like, how long was it going on? What were the years? 2013 and 2018.
Yep.
It's a long time for something like that to be going on. And I mean, it says here, the Yoshi's Crafted World thing was one thing, but I mean, how many of these leaks that actually came true do you think came from something like this?
And I can tell you one thing, Drip. I'm sorry. Did you ask me a specific question? I was going to talk about something else.
How many leaks like that actually came true? Do you think this was why?
The only thing we know about is that you crafted world, but I guarantee
I know,
you a ton.
but how many more?
How many more? A ton. And I guarantee you it's outside this date as well. At this date range, I guarantee you it's outside that as well. It's got to be. There's no way it was just
because there's been some stuff that's been leaked, and it's like how would anybody know that unless it's like. And especially when it happens a few days before, which would be about the time they're starting to upload their videos to get it ready for the direct.
Yep.
I mean, it's like, what the hell, dude? It's insane.
It's
crazy.
I want to remind you and everybody else at home, I've mentioned this on the show before, that Google is the worst company when it comes to leaks. I've said that quote unquote on the show before.
Oh yeah, and especially with their phones and stuff.
It's in particular to their phone stuff because they're so bad at it that eventually gave in and started leaking their own phones because what now we can assume is probably Google employees all along are leaking this information. Google, what the hell, Google?
It's insane.
What the hell, Google?
And then there's so many layers to this too.
You can't handle your own house, and now you're ruining other people's houses
break
too.
Into other people's house. You're giving the key to other people's houses.
You're only the biggest internet forget internet. You're only the biggest corporation in America. I mean, let's be honest. What other companies have a verb? One company in particular, besides Google, there's one company I can think of that stupidly got rid of their verb because they're morons. But besides that unnamed company that you know exactly what I'm talking about, Google is a verb, man. nice that. Google's a verb, man. It's so important. It is so. Ask Jeeves of the thing. Goodbye. Yahoo search. Goodbye. Google just ate everybody up and chewed them out and spit them out. Like, they're so important. They're so huge.
Oh, don't forget Bing.
Alphabet company
Everybody's binging things, aren't they?
No. Alphabet is the company. Sure? Is Google is what they call themselves in the overarching is Alphabet. They're so huge. They own so much of everything, and for them to be so incapable of handling their own shit and so incapable of it that it's now affecting other people's shit. I mean, it's just unreal. It's just unreal.
What's the answer, though? Like, some people have to have access to the back end of YouTube to do things, like to help people. Like, where do you draw the line, though? Like, who gets to have this?
You're not going to like my answer. You're not going to like my answer, but this is my answer. They're too big. We've allowed these monopolies to grow to a certain point. Like we're so far past monopoly, it's laughable. Like Amazon, Google, Apple, getting there, if not already there. Like these companies, they were monopolies like decade ago, 15 years ago.
Oh yeah, well, I mean,
and they've only
we
grown.
Don't need to get into all that.
I know,
agree with you though.
But the point, the solution, Drip, is to not have the company so big that they can't even see. It's like you've gotten so fat that when you look down, you forget you have toes because they're not there anymore. You can't see. These companies are so big, they even forgot that you have to walk. They're so busy gliding along that they forget, like, oh yeah, we gotta like handle stuff. There's too many cooks in the kitchen, Drip. Too many cooks. There's too many, Drip.
Yeah, well, I mean, they've got to figure out how to limit access to the back end to the people who only need it. I mean, there's no reason for. I don't know what level at Google you have to be able to get into the back end of YouTube, but clearly they're letting way too many people in there. That needs to be stopped.
I got on a tangent. They're overlooking small things like this. It's just a small thing, but they're overlooking it because there's so much to look at that they're overlooking certain things, especially the small things, because they're too busy looking at everything else. If they weren't just so fucking big and weren't in control of so many things,
well,
they
and
could
then we
see
talk
in
about
front of their face.
They keep putting their, putting their hands in different things that they want to try and do, and then they fail, and it doesn't matter. They're so big it doesn't matter. They just sell it off, but whatever. Just stop. Stadia.
Microsoft. Same thing Microsoft does.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane, man. It's just crazy.
I love Google. Let me be clear. I am a fan of Google. I've got a Google Pixel. Love it. I've always been a fan of Android. Always been a fan of what Google does. Their apps and services, love using the Google suite of stuff. I'm a huge Google fan. But like, come on, guys. It's like the Flyers. I'm a Philly reference. I'm a Philly guy. Love the Flyers. I do love them. But I love them to a fault, and they make me so mad that I kind of hate them now. Because, come on, guys. It's been 40, 50 years since your last championship, and you're still rebuilding? What are you doing? Google, I love you. But what are you doing, guys? What are you doing? You make an app, you put half effort into it for 4 months, and then you got rid of it. You make an app, like they're getting rid of. Oh my God, I don't want to get on the tangent anymore. But what are you doing? What are we doing, Drip? What are they doing? And speaking of,
they said they fixed. That's the thing. They're like, oh, we fixed it.
Lies.
We fixed it.
They're lying.
That's what I'm saying. How much more has happened?
And this is all nonsense. This is all video game nonsense. Okay, it doesn't mean a damn thing. Okay. Maybe
it does.
Nintendo might think differently because their bottom dollar gets affected, but let's be honest, I don't give a fuck about Nintendo's bottom dollar, so go fuck yourself, Nintendo.
No, but I mean, it does affect people.
I just assured that we'll never be a Nintendo partner. Moving on, though, to the same ideas in the same realm. Non-Nintendo data leaks also happened in this information leak. Leak of leak. They're really leaky in here.
I just... Yes.
Google
your window.
Also revealed that they again, the accidental thing comes up again here, big time. Accidentally recorded children's voices. I'm putting big fat quotes with my fingers. They quote accidentally recorded children's voices. They also accidentally created a quote database of geolocated license plate numbers. Drip, when I stumble on the internet in the morning, I accidentally write code every day. I open my computer and
How are you accidentally doing any of this?
I created Flappy Birds by accident. I just logged on one day and oops, I coded Flappy Bird. It's amazing that how accidentally I just
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how you accidentally.
I didn't just store license plates. Sorry, I didn't. Google didn't just store license plates. No. They accidentally made a database geolocated to the license plates that they accidentally have.
It's terrifying. Like, think about that. Because I tell you what, first off, clearly, the joke is it wasn't accidental. Clearly not accidental.
Not a joke.
But
it's
this
true.
is just a tiny piece of what's going on behind the curtain there,
This is
man.
a
That
finger
is
clipping.
scary,
a
dude.
finger clipping.
It's scary.
Of a whole
yeah,
body.
It's scary. And I mean, anytime, like, you're sitting around your phone and talking. It's funny how those weird ads just start showing up. God, what did I talk about? I don't even remember what it was. I typed something like in a text message about my new grill. And all of a sudden, their website's popping up everywhere. Like, oh, we got this great deal to get all these accessories. I'm like, motherfuckers. I mean, that's normal data collection that we've all just, I guess, accepted.
Yeah, but what about your kids? Okay, so think about this. Okay, your kids are on your kids are on YouTube. Okay, innocently watching YouTube, all the YouTube program, the kid content that's out there, especially for kids.
Oh, my kids aren't.
So
on
you feel like they're okay, but you feel like theoretically you feel like they're safe because a lot of parents out there just letting their kids on YouTube. You feel like they're safe, they're doing the right thing, and you're on their tablet. But oops, Google accidentally, while the kid was on their parents' tablet, oops, we recorded your voice, child, and we stored it. Oops.
Yeah, I mean, for what?
Oops.
And that's the thing. They had that big problem with YouTube Kids a while back too, where like the content and stuff was like, dude, and they were doing all this crazy stuff where they were basically doing things they shouldn't have been doing to kids' videos, monetizing kids' videos and stuff like that they should not have been doing. They knew they shouldn't have been doing, but were doing it anyway. Then got caught. And that's where the whole thing came where it says you have to say, is this made for children? That's what happened after that. Because I had just started YouTube at the time. I'm like, oh, great. YouTube just fucked my entire channel before I even started because now no one's going to be able to make any money on YouTube. But it didn't end up being that way. Just imagine what's actually happening. Like, it's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying.
Listen, I have been... Man, I go back thinking of like years ago. At this point, it's been over a decade. When I got really into mobile phones and like I'm setting up my new smartphone, or I'm setting up my parents' smartphone for them. And like there's all these like questions as you go through your phone, like you have to accept this, and accept that, accept this service, accept that. And like they ask like, what do I accept all of these? And I just tell them like, yeah, of course they're gonna do it. Whether you accept it or not. If you don't accept it, they're gonna tell you that, oh well, return the phone. And if you do accept it, I'm sorry. If you don't accept it, they're just going to do it anyway. But if you do accept it, once again, now you're just making it making it so Google is rock solid for a lawsuit. If anything ever comes up like that, like a class action or whatever, well, they accept.
No, you signed
the term, but they make you do it because otherwise you can't use the device. So I even forget why I brought this. I think the main reason I bring this up is it just makes me think going back like years, at this point, over a decade. Of just everybody accepting the terms and services of everything, because that's what you do. Because we all know Google and all the companies. Google's not the only company doing this. All the companies are guilty of these things, and they're not so shy about it. All these terms and services things. If you actually read some of them, you'd be shocked of what they're saying, and especially the older stuff. Like you'd be shocked. But like everyone's doing it. All these companies are doing it because again, they're like a kid. You know how a kid just does things to see what they can get away with? That's what kids do. That's what big companies are.
Sometimes.
Big companies are children, dude. They're just doing things for their own benefit to see what they can get away with. And now it's up to us, the society, to like, what are we doing about this now? What do we do? Do we push legislation? Do we stop them? Or just let them do what they're going to do? And the answer is going to be,
I can't believe
the answer is going to be,
gotten,
we're going to let them do what they want to do because that's what we always do. I can't believe
this hasn't gotten more traction than it has. It's not even just the Nintendo part of it. The other parts is what I'm talking about. I mean,
the children
like
voices thing. I'm not a parent, but if I was a parent, I would be livid if you were recording my voice, a kid's voice. Like at this point, every parent should know how to open a phone or whatever. Or if you got a kid tablet, go in there, remove the microphone, take it out. Take the camera out. Don't trust these companies. There is no reason why we need to trust these companies.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. I don't know. It's scary. Like, I don't know how it's not a bigger thing. When did this actually happen?
The leak?
No. When did this become a thing that people were talking about on the internet? Is this a relatively new thing?
I believe it is relatively new. I'm not sure. Well, actually,
so this could still get
I have the article with me here.
traction.
The article was posted on Drum roll, please. Where's the date? It doesn't show. The date's not. Why isn't the date here? Where's the date? It's gotta be recent. I'll keep looking, but it's gotta be recent.
Oh, I know it's decently recent, but I mean, I just feel like more people should be talking about this. This is crazy. And again, the Nintendo part's whatever. The rest of it's like, oh, and it's just, I don't know. It's dirty. I don't like it. I don't like it. Explains a lot of the leakers, though. How many? Okay, let's get back into the Nintendo part of this.
Sure.
Do you think that this is going to affect? And I know one of the big leakers. I can't remember all their names at this point. I'm sorry. I'm the only leaker that I'm concerned about. But I know some of them have come out and said, like, oh, that's not going to affect my information at all because I don't get my information from that. But how much of the leaking do you think is going to go away now because of this being a public thing that people know about this? Because it ain't going to be happening anymore. I can tell you that.
Well, I'm sure there's going to be 1,400 all hands meetings in the Google headquarters, and they're going to be sitting everybody down being like, okay, kids. I mean, okay, everybody, let's listen up. So we hear this thing's going on by you guys going around taking information that doesn't belong to you and sharing it with people. Your friends. Oh, we get it. We were young once too. It's cool, guys. We're cool too. It's cool, man. It's all good. But maybe we shouldn't be doing this stuff. So we're going to give everybody a weekly class. It's going to be, just give us a second to make sure that we can contract it out. We're going to do a weekly class for everybody of how they should handle the workplace culture. And there's going to be a 45-minute session every day for 14 weeks straight. And you're going to have to sit there, leave your job, leave your desk, leave your cubicle, and go and learn how to handle your work's data safely for everyone. Rainbows and sunshine.
Okay, do you think this is going to stop a lot of Nintendo leaks or no?
No.
No? You don't think this is going to change at all? I don't see how it stays the same at this point. Now this has become like
okay. The question I was really answering was, do I think this information is going to be? Do I think future information will be restricted because people are scared or whatnot? No. Nintendo maybe, because they are now aware of really what's going on, and they'll do things differently. But this is not going to stop leaks. This is not going to hinder leaks. Nothing is going to happen. I'm telling you, I just told you what's going to happen. They're just going to make some bullshit all hands-on meetings, and they're going to tell people, that'll make people watch a 45-minute, instructional video every day for 4 weeks, and then they're going to leave there tired and hungry. That's the result of what's going to happen from Google. They're just going to make their employees tired and hungry, and they're going to continue to steal their information because it's so easy, because Google's not going to fix the main problem. That's the thing. They have to fix the problems. They got to fix the problems, Drip.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if this actually turns into a bigger thing.
Internally, Google's not going to fix the problems. Maybe the outside companies who have, Yeah,
Nintendo's going to have to, they're going to have to stop. I mean, clearly they have. Because I don't think we're getting nearly as many of these leaks right before it happens. And, I mean, honestly, we don't know anything for this Direct right now. Like, there's nothing that has been actually leaked. None of this stuff even sounds like it's like, here's the information we have. Like, there's some code names that are like guesses, but they are just that. They are guesses. They're guesses from code names. There's been nothing out there that's actually like, we know this is going to be there. Like, none of it. So, I mean, this would be the first Direct in a while where there hasn't been something leaked. It could happen, especially if it's next week. We're coming up on the point now where it's like we would have heard stuff, but
yes and no. I think there's still could be it could be a couple days out, right? There's still that possibility. We still got multiple
third-party stuff happens. Yeah.
Yep. Also, there has been a ton of leaks already. Well, leaks. There have been a ton of rumors already about the Zelda stuff.
But the rumors that are based off of. The rumors are based off, they're telling you what it's based off. None of it's based off of, like, we know. It's based off of, we found a code name. Here's what the code name is for this game. And it's a game like that. And this code name kind of sounds like that. So it might be a game like this. Like, I can't remember what the game was, but I know one game was called, the code name was Elsa.
Mm-hmm.
And they found a code name for something that's coming to the Switch that's Anna. So they're like, okay, Elsa, and it's a tie-in from that's what it is. It's another one of these games because of that. That's what I'm talking about. Like, there's one Edward, and they think that's a Zelda game, 2D Zelda game, because there was another name like that. I don't know the whole damn story, but it's another 2D game. We'll see. I don't know. I'm interested to see how all this goes forward, because if this picks up traction, and I mean, who knows, man? This could be the start of a big change. Probably not, but who knows?
Probably not, Drip. Where can the people find you, Drip, on the internet?
Me?
Yeah, I'm taking this from the Communication Hour podcast.
Are we doing that now?
Yeah.
Oh, youtube.com/Drip Media Gaming. That's it.
What do you do over there, Drip?
I talk about Nintendo. Same thing I do here.
Yeah, it's great. 40,000 subs.
A little different.
40,000 subs. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
All right.
Yeah.
Doing good.
Yeah.
Doing
Twitch,
okay.
Twitch, you do that anymore?
Yeah, sometimes.
Cool.
Twitch.tv/Drip Media. Is that right?
Yeah,
what
that's
about you, G? Where can the people find you?
Just like me, Drip. Sometimes youtube.com/Uncle G. Sometimes when I feel like it. It might be Uncle G Productions. I don't remember which. If it is Productions, I'm gonna change it back to Uncle G. But yeah, I sometimes post over there. It's been a while. But something tells me next week I might be posting something if we're doing something with Johnny. We'll see what we're doing with that. But I mean, you guys can find me right here on the Drip G podcast. I am the main shebang over here. I'm the star of the show. That's what I do, baby. But also I'm on Twitch.
Woo,
okay. I'm on Twitch. Go follow, if you guys are not already following me on Twitch, please do that. I'm streaming weekly, almost daily over there. At least 3 times a week over there. So I'm having a lot of fun. People are having fun too, it seems. So over there, twitch.tv/Uncle Jeeb. Also, don't forget my socials. I'm trying to be more active on the Twitters. Try to be active over there. Follow me over there. Instagram is private. It's just for me and my friends. However, if you request to follow me, I may or may not accept it. Give it a try. See what happens. It's like a lottery. But mostly Twitter. Go follow me on Twitter. Not X. It's Twitter. And the Discords. Get in the Discord servers. All the links that are required, if you guys are interested in any one of those things, following either of us in any of those things, make sure to go down below in the description. Follow us there. Thank you guys for listening on the audio side of things. If you guys are listening in the stream, we're hanging out for the live stream, but so don't go anywhere. But if you're listening on audio side of things, or watching the YouTube video after the fact, we appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for 800 followers on YouTube. It's amazing achievement. We're trying to reach 1,000 followers on YouTube before the end of the year.
I think we can do it.
I think we can do it. I was a little nervous at the beginning of the year. I'm still nervous about it. We're gonna cut it close, but it's possible.
It is possible.
That's the hope. It's 1,000 this year. So thank you guys so much, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Later.
Forgot to press the button. What's up, Cali Smoke, man? What's good with you? Good to see you. Good to have you. Who is hanging out right now?
Been a while.
10 people
it has
hanging
been
out.
a while. Hope you're doing good.
Who's hanging out? Say hi in the chat. If you're still here, Coffees and Games. I know you just said something. Full Metal Juice here. Hey, get away from the Flyers. I'm sorry. I will not. They frustrate me like my child who's failing in school. Like, what are you doing?
Bye.
Hi, Caffeinated. Hi, bye. Hey, look at that, Caffeinated. I love. What's the button? Is it this one?
Oh,
no, it's this one. I love that the logo next to your name, Coffee with Games. That's because you're a YouTube member, and you guys should all be YouTube member as well. That's the Power Man YouTube member. That's the old logo. Once you guys are hit a certain milestone, I think it's like 5 months or 6 months as a member, it upgrades to the official current logo of our show. So that's pretty cool. So get member up, you guys. It's $2.99 a month. If you guys can't afford it, we super appreciate it. If you can't, all good, man. Just keep showing up to the live streams when you can, and liking and commenting on every video that we post. It super helps out. What are we talking about in the after show, Drip? Did I do a good job this week with trying to plug our shit at the end?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I wasn't ready for it, but
I know.
Yeah, I didn't know you were going to do that.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, we talked about how we need to start doing that at the end of the show, especially.
Yeah, we did, but I didn't know we were doing it.
We did.
Surprised me.
We did. It's been a while since Cali Smoke's been in our YouTube live chat. And it's been a while since I've said, "What's up, Smoke?"
Oh boy.
That's why you should come to my Twitch streams, because I sing karaoke over there. Should I sing karaoke here?
I don't know. Probably not.
I don't know. And it's been a while since I've said what's up to Mr. Cali Smoke. I should start every podcast episode with, "Welcome everyone to the Triple G podcast. I am your host.
Would be awesome. You should do that. Yes, that you should be doing. My fellow Americans.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I gotta get it out. My fellow Americans, let me be clear. This is America. And America is my country. A country of Americans. Oh, wait. What's that thing I did earlier, Drip? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know we were going there. I pledge allegiance to this pod of the United States of YouTube watchers.
Oh,
And to
God.
the live
Okay.
chat for which this podcast stands, one channel under Google with liberty and Nintendo for all. Greetings, Arcanine. What's up? I got one more goofy thing to share. Drip already. Did you not see that thing that Abby sent you earlier? Did you?
What was it on? It was on
Instagram.
TikTok or
I
something?
think it was, I
Or was
thought
it
it was, I
Instagram?
thought it was Instagram. I don't know.
It was a NASCAR thing. Yeah, I saw it. I laughed. I
Okay.
thought I did.
Well, I recorded this on my phone as a voice memo and sent it to you. When it's,
I heard it.
The people should be able to hear this. You actually might be able to hear it too. Let's do it again.
I started drinking at 6 a.m. Them cars be going real fast. They be going real fast.
My favorite
my
part is how you
God.
can hear Abby giggling in the background and the dog's tippy
I mean, it's funny. When I heard it, I was like, I couldn't tell if it was you or not.
that's good. My impression was good of that man who was very blasted in a NASCAR race.
Yeah, good Lord.
He's like you on Sunday nights when you call me.
Sunday nights, NASCAR wasted. You know it happens sometimes. Listen, just be ready for it sometimes. Sometimes
Oh.
it's regular. Sometimes it's just like, okay, I just watched a NASCAR race and there's nothing actually going on. But sometimes,
I was expecting you to call me back when we hung up and I gave
No, I
you
was
the-
done with you. I was done with
Okay.
you.
All right,
after
I
that.
was expecting a call back. You never called me back.
You sent me to some shit, whatever the hell that. No, I was done. I was done. I think I'm not talking to him anymore. I'm pissed.
Power Mad says European Cup starts next Friday. Can't see Nintendo doing a direct while that's on. No big thing in the USA, but majority of people in Europe will be watching. That
Okay,
is
but it
fair.
starts next Friday, so it would be smart to do it before it starts
Right. So next
on a Wednesday.
Yeah, right. When you said next the 12th, which is Wednesday.
The 12th, Wednesday. I don't know what time it'll be, but it will be a 40-minute direct, and it will be announced the day before at 10 a.m.
What else?
If I get 2 in a row, dude. What if I get 2 in a row? Then I'm really actually a leaker.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we'd have to refer to as Sir Leak Stir Drip the 5th.
Sir leaks a lot.
Sir Leaks a lot. That sounds like a rap song from the 90s. Hip hop from the 90s.
I mean, it's possible. I think it's the most likely time, honestly. As much as I don't want it to be, I want it to be the next week.
Drip Hunter.
What happened to Samus Hunter? Is Samus Hunter still a leaker?
We called
Is that
her.
a thing?
We called them out so hard that they just decided to get off the internet, which is probably better for everybody.
I mean, is Samus Hunter still
I mean, we're
like a? Do they make? Does that person still do leak stuff on the internet?
I do not. I never followed them. The only reason I know their name is because we've talked about some of the things that they've quote unquote leaked in the past. So, I've never followed their Twitter. Never been there. Don't know. Don't care. What if they're Pioro now? Samus Hunter is just changed their name to Pioro, and they're taken seriously. You good over there?
I'm just looking at this. It's hilarious.
What are you looking at? You want to share with the class?
Samus Hunter.
Oh, what do they? Oh wait, can you send me that? Actually, I'll just do it myself. There's still this. There's twitter.com/Samus Hunter.
I don't know. Samus Hunter 2. I don't know. Yeah.
Not Samus Hunter. What is
Okay.
their? Where are they at on Twitter?
It's Samus Hunter. It's at Samus Hunter 2.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get there.
They got a lot of pinned stuff from 2021 where they look at all the stuff I was right about.
There
and
I
the last
found it.
time they've tweeted anything was 2022.
Yep, the first pin comment is from 2021.
Yeah, 2022.
Retweeted something
is-
2022. Yep.
They just stopped.
Yeah, because they were wrong. They were bullshit, dude. I think, I have a theory. I know exactly who Samus Hunter is. Johnny Ebo. Johnny did it.
Are you two out here?
Maybe. I just came over here and said, asking we're causing problems.
Yeah. Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not.
No.
But okay, that is interesting. I wonder if Samus Hunter has just made one of these new accounts. Is just one of these new leakers now.
I would imagine someone of their Samus Hunter's ilk who just kind of lies. My guess is because they've been called out as fake news that their goal is to then they're like, fine, we'll just burn this account and start a new burner and under a different alias. That's very likely.
So I guess the thing would do is just see who came up after Samus Hunter stopped.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to do some investigating and see if we can. I mean, not tonight. I'm just saying, but like
a
that would be an interesting thing to do.
$50 eShop is up for anybody who can figure out and have information leading to the arrest of Samus Hunter and the deletion of all their current YouTube accounts.
Who here has played more Metro games than everybody else?
That'd be Coffee's.
Whoever that person is obviously Samus Hunter. That's where they went.
Maybe
with games. I think it's you.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's him, man. All the wild accusations he threw out
I am
here.
Samus Hunter. I'll take the $50 right now. Yep. See.
No. That's not how it works. Oh man. Hey guys, make sure to get your review up on the show if you haven't left it already. Because I have no more new ones. That was the last new one that we have. So if any new ones I haven't read yet, get on that, guys. Get your eShop gift card potential ticket.
Somebody will win it next month.
I mean, let's just say to be safe. End of July. July 31st is the last day in July, and it's also a Wednesday. That's a show day.
Yeah.
Wait,
be.
I'm sorry. I'm at the beach on July 31st.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll announce it when you're here. The next one's announced when you're here.
It'll be August then, sometime in early August. Oh, you mean here at your house?
Yeah.
That's where we're gonna. Oh yeah, I'm at your house.
Yeah. Let's do it then.
I'm at your house. Probably somewhere between this. Actually, I should be at your house on a Wednesday. I'll probably be at your house on the 6th, 7th, and probably leave it on the 8th, the morning after. So we'll be at your house on August 7th, which is will we?
I have no idea.
I don't know. We'll get this figured out.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just know you're going to be here at some point.
That's right. Stream from the beach chair. So I'm bringing my Steam Deck, and there's a possibility I can't make the stream happen from my Steam Deck. I could, but that's not something I want to try. What I could do though is Drip's in charge of the stream, and I can just call in via Discord and have my fun microphone. So the quality is the same as you normally expect audio-wise. But I'll probably just bring this Logitech webcam, or actually I might just be no webcam. I don't know. We'll see about that.
At the beach? Just stream from the beach?
Not the actual beach, but like from the hotel or from the Airbnb.
You're not going to stream from the beach?
The Steam Deck battery is like 13 seconds, and like the sand. I'm not trying to get sand in my heat sink and shit. No.
That's no fun.
But here's the fun thing. Actually, drip. I just thought something.
Yes, I am actually.
I believe the beach house we're going to this year, the Airbnb, it is really close to the beach, and it's up on a balcony if we're up at a high level. So like
you could have a nice background.
I could have the beach background.
That would be cool.
I'll just be chilling like hey guys, what's up? How we doing? I'm at the fucking beach.
Yeah.
I'm burning, drinking tequila and crushes.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it to the beach this year, unfortunately.
No, your dad's shebang.
No, not gonna happen.
Yeah,
it's not gonna happen. It sucks.
That's okay. It's once you go back to the beach after not being there for a long time, it makes it sweeter. So
yeah, it's true. Drip has contacts at Google. I do not have contacts at Google.
I wish I did.
I don't have any contacts at Google.
Contacts.
Jeep.
I got contacts. I got left and right contacts. You know.
Oh boy.
Hey.
Yeah,
this podcast was.
Yeah, you should definitely try to do that.
Oh no, we
streaming
would.
from the
The
place.
balcony.
That'd be fun.
The balcony would be
Yeah,
cool.
that'd be fun.
I'd be down with it. Now, the one year we were there at this place, if it's the same, I can't remember where we're going this year, but I think it's that same one. There were fucking like college age kids across from us, and they were always outside the balcony making noise. So like, that might be rough.
It's fine. It's just like one of those on location things, you know.
Yeah.
It just happens.
No,
Sometimes
but-
there's just people in the background.
Yeah. But instead,
Have you ever watched College Game Day? It's fine.
What's cool, Drip, is like potentially this year we might. I mean, we'll make an episode as a backup episode to post if we need to, just in case. But I think this year, if I can get a stream, if I can call in, you know, from the beach, we'll do a podcast that way. And the week after, I'll be at your house. And the week after that, I'll be back here. So like we potentially won't even miss a podcast.
Yeah,
a live
that'd
show.
be fun.
A live show.
So we just have to set it up just so I would just be running the stream instead of you running the stream, which isn't really that. I mean,
No,
it's not gonna be that.
There's
much
nothing.
different.
We wouldn't have a pre or post show sign. It would just be like very basic.
We could easily have that though.
No, but I know you, Drip, and I know like if I give you one too many things to worry about, then everything will suffer. So let's just make it easy on you.
You're not wrong. You're not
We're
wrong.
gonna
You
make
know
it
me
easy.
well.
You're gonna set up a split screen. Maybe I'm gonna have you throw our logo up like it is right now, just the
I
corner,
can easily do that.
and then there'll be nothing else. There's no switching scenes.
But if I get that,
You'll need the
early
podcast
enough-
music and the buttons, the hotkeys. You can, but I think you can manage all of it.
I can do that. I can totally do that.
Oh, excuse me.
Later, Coffee Games. Have a good
Hey, man,
night.
Appreciate you, dude. Actually, the hardest thing the hardest thing that you're going to be required to do is get that show uploaded to the podcast feeds. That's the thing that you're.
Oh God, yeah. I don't.
You can. It's very easy. Unlike last week, which you know how pain and suffering that was for me last week.
Oh yeah, that was rough.
If it doesn't,
That was
it
rough.
works just like YouTube. You go to a thing, you drag it over, you put a description in, and I just copy paste from the last week's. But it's very similar. So it'll be easy. Have a good one, Caffeinate. We'll catch you on live stream sometime this week. Hopefully you're streaming, or or when I'm streaming. Either one.
Oh, and I did set it up. We are doing a redirect after this is over.
Beautiful. We're gonna see Dude's a Monster.
Yes.
Very good. Very good.
Which we should do. I'm done. I want to go clean a little bit and watch The Acolyte.
I'm
all the way
done as
through.
well. I'm gonna go hang out, watch something with
You
my
gotta
lady.
stick around. We're redirecting, so stick around.
Yeah, don't go anywhere, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll be hanging
Tell
out.
Dude's a Monster what's up. Make sure you subscribe to his stuff. He's back streaming regularly. He got a new, what was it? Graphics card, I think is what.
Oh, did he finally get it? Sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, back streaming regularly.
Cool.
So.
What should I stream this week, Drip?
Ring Fit and Star Wars Hunters.
Hunter, I feel like that was DOA as far as Twitch. I
Yeah,
mean, Johnny had a
it was
great
fun,
stream.
though.
Johnny had a great stream. His viewership was great, but I don't think everybody's gonna be like that. I'd be curious to see what my viewership would be like. He's got 4,000 subscribers, and I have 400. So I mean, like,
Yeah.
you know, there's a little bit of a discrepancy there.
Yeah, it may not be.
I can't expect the
I
same
don't know.
results.
You try it out, see what happens. Who knows?
I think I'm definitely gonna be streaming some Hades, and of course Friday, Mario Kart. Well, are you officially not gonna be there?
Chances are very good that I will not be there.
Well, that's quite all right. So you guys, if you're hanging out on the stream right now, make sure to follow me on Twitch if you're not already, and show up Friday if you can. If you can't show up Friday, it would mean a lot. We can hang out. If you have Mario Kart, great. If you don't, either way, just hang out and chat. It's a lot of fun. Johnny and I have been poking jokes at each other. It's been very fun. And Johnny and I might be doing a meetup in person one.
Oh yeah, that's right. I saw you guys talking about
next
that.
month in July. Johnny and I might actually be meeting each other in person at the King of Prussia Mall, which is one of the bigger malls in the country. And Nintendo is going to have their Nintendo Live thing, whatever the fuck that's called,
Yeah.
set up. So we might go over there, have a coffee or something, you know. Take a picture of Pikachu, whatever the fuck they got going on over there.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah. Cool, guys. We're going to sign off. Go hang out with Dude. Have a good time with Dude. We'll catch you guys hopefully on Friday on my Twitch and next week for the show.
Goodbye.
See you, Ty.